Audio Jungle.
Termasuk Pulau Pinang.
Alhamdulillah, finally we are here at Pulau Penang. Woohoo! Penang is the vibrant island state of the northwestern coast of Malaysia, which is a lot more than any self-professed foodie haven. Penang is also known as the Pearl of the Orient and has developed as a tourist destination over the decades. It is also an island of rich Chinese heritage. Penang has an array of temples, ruins, museums, preserved forests, and beautiful beaches that make a trip here more than worthwhile. That's why we choose to be here, and I'm pretty sure there are things we will just love about Penang. It just took only 4 hours from UiTM Selangor to Pulau Penang, and we are here for 2 days and 1 night as we did a weekend trip with my friends. For the first stop after a long journey, we're going to have lunch at Hamidiyah restaurant, the oldest nasi kandar in Malaysia. Every dish at Hamidiyah is carefully seasoned with a selection of hand-picked spices from other countries as far as Turkey, Pakistan, India, and Spain. The food is really nice, very tasty, very unique in Indian Muslim cooking. Besides, the ambience was comfortable even though it was packed, but the price is also affordable with the amount they serve. They got everything there: fish, chicken, ducks, mutton, goose, prawns, squids, and more. Surprisingly, we tried almost everything and left with a very full stomach. Next, after we had lunch, we head to Hotel Central Seaview. We booked our hotel for 2 rooms through Trivago website, which only cost us for 79 ringgit per night. The hotel is located at the starting point of all beach resorts at Tanjung Tokong Bay with a spectacular view over the sea. At Hotel Central Seaview Penang, the excellent service and superior facilities make us for an unforgettable stay. The hotel provides free Wi-Fi in all rooms, 24 hours security, convenience store, daily housekeeping, 24 hours front desk to ensure their guests the greatest comfort. Alright, now let's play a role play as a tourist.
The next place we will go is the Penang Peranakan Mansion, or Rumah Agam Peranakan Pulau Pinang in Georgetown. The museum is dedicated to Penang Peranakan heritage. The museum itself is housed within a distinctive green hill mansion at Kerr Street, Georgetown, which once served as the residence and office of a 19th century Chinese tycoon, Chung Ki-Kyu. This is the street view of Penang Peranakan Mansion. The mansion contains thousands of Peranakan artifacts, antique and collectible, as well as showcasing Peranakan interior design as custom, such as typical grand long dining table. Due to its unique architecture and interior design that reflect the lifestyle of Peranakans in Penang, the mansion has been featured in television series, celebrity shows such as The Little Nyonya, The Amazing Race, and The Amazing Race Asia. A little bit history: the mansion itself was formerly named Hai Ki Chan, which means the Sea Remembrance Hall in Penang, Hokkien, by Chung Ki-Kyu, who was the Kapitan China of Perak and one of the richest men in Penang in the late 19th century. He commissioned the construction of the mansion in 1870, having bought a piece of land in 1873. The site probably used by the Gihin, a secret Chinese society that was rival of Chung Hai San. If we want to go into the Penang Peranakan Mansion, we must get the label to make us eligible to enter and visit the things at the Penang Peranakan Mansion. You have to pay 20 ringgit to enter the Penang Peranakan Museum. The straight eclectic style mansion, originally painted white, incorporated both European and Chinese design. A 5-foot way has indented along the building side facade, while the interior contains a number of white courtyards similar to the Chinese townhouse of the area. Chung also acquired European interior furnishing for his new mansion, such as Scottish cast iron work and stuck-on trend ceramic floor tile. This European feature was incorporated with Chinese elements such as the carved wooden panel and screen for the wall. If we had time after RMCO, we would like to go to these places because this place is very beautiful and we can learn about the antique and the Chinese history along the way. Okay, as we can see, this is the long table that I speak earlier. The major tourist of this place is Chinese because they can learn a lot about their culture itself. Now, we will go to War Museum in Bayan Lepas.
Dan merapat ke beberapa kawasan termasuklah perang ni. Jadi, bila Jepun
Penang War Museum in Bukit Maung was a fort built by the British in 1930. In 1941, it gained fame when it became the site where the battle for Penang against the invading Japanese army was lost. This day, it is a museum open to public and it is built as Southeast Asia's largest war museum. As we can see, this is the bomb used in World War II. This is the gun which they use. This is the bomb. Surely you don't know. Okay, this is the time bomb. Okay. Penang War Museum, situated on the road to Teluk Kumbar on Penang southern coast. Okay, this is the ammunition storage where they use to store the ammunition in this tunnel lah. Okay, the building is well kept, but they don't add anything to preserve the originality of the museum. As we go deeper into the tunnel, we will see the equipment used by the army back in the day. This is the boat. Okay, this is the escape route tunnel. As we can see, the army, if they are having a hard time, they can escape through this tunnel. Okay. Going further, we see the effect of bomb when it hit the floor. You can enjoy the video that have been recorded on many places at the War Museum. Okay, enjoy.
This is a Georgetown Esplanade, also known as a Padang Kota Lama. There is one of the larger open space in heritage zone of the city. The Esplanade marked the spot where the city founder Sir Francis Light, if you remember the history before, who the first landed in the Penang to claim that island of the British Empire, and then taking control of the island from the Sultanate of Kedah. Penang Esplanade is used as part of the residence of the Penang. It also called the location of the weekend night market. And for major venue for the celebration and cultural performance, such as Bon Ondori, a Japanese cultural festival, Cap Gomeh, the Chinese New Year, and the Hari Raya Fitri. There are many food stalls here and you can choose whether the stall you want to eat. Our favorite food is every time we go there is a pasang bogani. After eating, you can walk along the beach area where the visitor can stroll around and sit back and relaxing. There are also some interesting places to visit and some historic building with a unique architecture design. Next one is the Penang Hill. It is the most popular and convenient way to get to Penang Hill is by riding the iconic Penang Hill funicular train. It is located at the foot of the Penang Hill. This Swiss design funicular runs on the one of the oldest funicular system in the world, and it will take you to the top past lush greenery. The funicular tunnel track is also the steepest in the world and the longest track in Asia, adding to the uniqueness. The journey takes only 5 to 10 minutes, and it operates from the early at 6:30 in the morning. The ride up and down is quite an experience. If you have not tried the Penang Hill funicular ride, it is suitable to who are enjoying the nature and the crisp clean air. If you go in the morning or late evening, it is good to take slow nature walk. Don't forget to venture into the Kopi Hutan Cafe. It is a nice abandoned cafe nestled and surrounded by the nature. And then, you can go on a nature walk at the Habitat Penang Hill. Gazetted as the forest reserve since 1911 and set amidst in 130 million years old rainforest. It allows visitors to reconnect with the nature in its pure form. Go on the nature walk surrounded by the flora and fauna. There is a plant, trees, insect, bird, reptiles, and the mammals that call the habitat's home. There are so many winding trails and gardens for you to explore here. You can even go get the exhilarating zip line when you book to you. Make sure you don't miss out on the 230-meter Langer Way canopy walk and the Cultist Crest tree top of walk, where you can soak in the memorized 360-degree panoramic view of the Penang Island from the highest viewpoint in the city.
Penang Avatar Secret Garden is one of Tanjong Tokong's attractions. It was inspired by a 2009 Avatar movie. The highlight of the movie was Pandora's Tree of Souls, a mesmerizing and beautiful enchanted forest. It is like a magical land. It is located behind Thai Pak Kung Temple, and one of the best things about this place is there is no entrance fee that we have to pay. By night, this rainforest transforms into a sea of fiber optics, neon and fairy lights, glowing in various hues of pink, purple, green and blue. Neon LED lights are draped and wrapped at the branches and trunks of trees, which turn this place into a neon fantasy. Near the entrance is a towering tree draped with lights, bearing a very close resemblance to Pandora's sacred secret tea. This free-of-charge venue contains a series of stairs to climb and wooden boardwalks that take us on a journey through the mystical garden. We have to watch our steps and be cautious along the boardwalks as it is a bit difficult to see during the night. The paths are surrounded by illuminated foliage and stone statues. Other illuminated plants that we can see included low-lying shrubs, ferns, and even a field of LED tulips. If we arrive earlier, we might as well exploring a beach area where there is more stone statues and animal-shaped shrubbery. But since we arrive at 8:50 PM, we can immediately enjoy the beautiful neon scenery as the light show starts right after sunset around 7:30 PM. After about 2 hours sightseeing and taking pictures, we look for nearby halal food stall to have our dinner before go back to hotel to rest and prepare for the next day adventure.
We had breakfast at Transfer Road Roti Canai. We had the opportunity to visit a roti canai stall from the 90s. The stall has been in operation for 3 generations and is particularly busy on weekends and public holidays. There are 2 types of roti canai, plain flatbread and plain flatbread with egg and chicken, beef or mutton curry. The roti canai is served with a whole leg chicken drenched in flat gravy. The portion was quite big. The roti is flat and average, but the chicken meat is tender and soft.
Roti canai ayam, dia ada masa mana ada.
Following that, we went on an adventure at Escape Theme Park, which is completely surrounded by nature. It took us about 30 minutes to get to our destination. Here are a few highlights for our trip. We have tried the kite flyer, in which we will be suspended from a kite dangling from harnesses before being hoisted 50 meters into the air by another pair cycling on a bike that acts as pulley system. The view from up there is spectacular. When we reach the top, we must pull on a cord to free ourselves before swinging back and forth. To be Racer is the next stop, one of the most well-known and a must-try. Before we can start, we must drag a tubey tube up a hill before whizzing downhill. To be honest, the journey is a strenuous workout. The rush of splitting down the hill makes the difficult journey up worth it. The best part is that the staff oils the base of the tube so that we can go down at maximum speed. Ready? 1, 2, and go! The water park zone has entered. With water obstacle courses and free-fall water slides, this zone is reminiscent of the game show Wipeout. We had the opportunity of visiting 3 different stations. Banana Float is the first one. Before attempting this ride, you should be able to swim. We have to step onto a platform and then the staff pulls a lever, causing the platform beneath our feet to disappear. We will launch into the air like a cannonball as the slide curves upward. That was incredible but also terrifying. Then there's Family Twister. We were able to ride in this and it only took us 3 slides at varying heights before splashing into the pool below. It was a lot of fun and also they have the longest slides. Okay, now let's go. Speed Racer, always making us nervous because the moment you slide down, your heart cannot stop beating. Nonetheless, it was the best moment we had after exhaustingly climbing the stairs to get there. We were pushed off the slide using a foam mat. Oh yes, they will give us a foam mat to protect ourselves. We cannot see the end of the slide when we are at the top, and we were surprised by how fast we were going when we took off.
Okay, this is also one of our destinations for our journey in Penang, which is the Golden Mushroom Restaurant. This restaurant is based on family restaurant concept. The Golden Mushroom Restaurant is located at main island of Penang, which is at 29 the Golden Triangle, Jalan Paya Terubong, Lepas, Penang. One of the reasons that we choose this place is a very good option for family and friend gathering. The place is quite big and very well maintained with aircon. The main dish for this restaurant is steamboat and barbecue set. They have very wide range of options from meats to fish, chicken, beef ball to seafood. The steamboat features including vegetables, seafood included crab, scallop, mussel and squid, and marinated meat like beef, chicken and lamb. You also can choose add-on from fresh meat, seafoods, vegetables, sauce and noodles. You can also choose plain and tom yum soup for your soup base. Price for steamboat and barbecue set also affordable, which is set A for RM12.99 and set B for RM18.99. Besides that, another signature dish for the restaurant which is their lamb dish. For the lamb lover, this is the place that you need to come. Its price also affordable. Lastly, they also have cooked food including fried rice, noodles and the traditional Malay food. So, this restaurant is very recommended for family and friend gathering to enjoy the delicious food with the elegant and comfortable environment. Alright, let's go to the next destination before we go back to the college. Our last destination is Kapal Sing Drive. Kapal Sing Drive is a seafront promenade within the suburb of Jelutong near Georgetown in Penang, Malaysia. The promenade was renamed after the late Kapal Sing, a Penang lawyer who became one of the top DAP politicians. He was once nicknamed the Tiger of Jelutong, as he held the federal constituency of Jelutong for 5 consecutive terms. At the time of death in 2014, he was the Member of Parliament for the Bukit Pelgo Federal Constituency south of Jelutong. After Kapal Sing's death, the Chief Minister of Penang, Lim Guan Eng, announced that the seaside promenade will be renamed in honour of his departed colleague and presented a map of the road which is a new name to Kapal Widow, which is Gourmet Cow. Kapal Sing Drive features a 10-meter paved walkway beautified with modern art sculptures by Hitori Nakayama. Hitori Nakayama is a Japanese artist who has been residing in the Penang. This includes the celebration of our blue sky and the rhythm of life. The former consists of a set of 4 blue pillars with the latter depicts musical notes. Another attraction at Kapal Sing Drive is the Maritime. The Maritime is a commercial complex at Kapal Sing Drive consisting of a 2-story commercial podium known as the Maritime Piazza and 2 high-rise office blocks called the Maritime Suites. The Maritime Piazza contains the Auto Mall, which is made up of the car showroom, eateries, cafes, spas and entertainment outlets. So I think this place is suitable for gather with friends and family with enjoy the beautiful view from Kapal Sing Drive.